Gail with Everything Nash, back again with Brenton Davis, who we love so much. Good to see you, my friend. What's going on? Tell me all the things.
Well, we're getting ready to gear up fall ball sports here around this house because baseball is king in this house along with cheerleading. So both of those are gearing back up. We're getting ready to release a bunch of new music as we carry out through the last leg of this tour. So it's a bunch of things going on in a bunch of different directions, and we couldn't be more happy.
And aside from all that, which is going to keep you very busy, you have this little album coming out that says 17 songs. That's no big deal. Oh my goodness, my friend. 17. So, I mean, this is not your first rodeo. Most people don't put 17 songs on an album. So why did you?
Honestly, it's because I was getting kind of torn between what I wanted to choose from, because when you get all these songs together and you start to fall in love and really wanting the world to hear them, you get kind of attached. There's an emotional attachment to each one as you write them and as you record them. And there was too many to pick through, and there's still a lot that we had to cut. And trust me, it's not that we're not going to be bringing them out, but for now, this is the batch that just had the most life. They fit well together, and I felt like there's a lot of good stories to tell in this one.
And you wrote all of them, which is not super common. Usually there's one or two outside cuts at least. You decided to write all of them. Why?
Honestly, I'm a storyteller at heart. And you can ask my kids, you can ask anyone that comes to the concerts that we play. I love to tell stories. And songs are the ultimate story in my mind, because the way I've kind of wrapped it up and seen it is that I'm writing a story for somebody. This song is for someone, and I may not ever meet that person in my life, but at the end of the day, I know I wrote it for them.
Wow. You seem to, we actually haven't met in person yet. We're going to fix that hopefully by the end of the year.
Hopefully
but
soon.
You seem to just gather people everywhere you go. Yes?
Yeah. It's not for any reason other than we just enjoy being around folks.
And I think that's evident because when I post about you, a lot of people like to comment, and I feel like they kind of feel like they're your friend, even though maybe they haven't actually met you yet. So kudos to you for that.
Well, we like to think of it as a big family, and that's from show to show on all these videos we post, the lives that we have. It's just amazing the amount of people that have come to support us again and again, and folks that have been here since beginning or that have joined us on the journey. And you gotta, with our videos, I know that our life is it's an ever-moving, chaotic mess at times, but it's also just something that when I look back and see what we've done in different videos and different moments, it just makes me cherish them even more, because I know my kids are going to, and it gives people a sneak peek to say, hey, this is us, this is life. So welcome to the Davis house.
I love it. Do we know what our next single is going to be? What we're going to release next?
So the next it's not really the single. It's going to be our album debut title track, and that'll be Life's Too Short. And that's the one I've been really kind of teasing here and there just to kind of get a feel, because it's going to bring about possibly a little bit of an automotive war, who knows, but it's a song that ever since we wrote it, we knew we had something special in it, just because it's fun. It's a happy-go-lucky tune that just says, look, here's life. Make sure you're living it to your fullest.
Yeah, the song about the Chevy and the Ford. Do you drive a Chevy?
I drive a Chevy now.
Good call, Ben. Good call.
I was unfortunately in a Ford for quite a while, but I knew I was going to have to start changing directions when one of mine broke down on me in the middle of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we had to make a swap.
Fair. Okay, so I want to talk about your beautiful wife, Destiny, who I contacted first about you and your children. Go to Destiny first. How much has she influenced this music?
Honestly, she's the driving force behind all of it. And to say that means that, she's the one that pushes me to be the best version of myself, to keep, going for that next song, telling that next story, finding that next group of people that we want to reach to, and, accomplishing these milestones and being an example, not only for my kids and the people around me, but for other people, whether it's inspiring an artist to be themselves and do what they want to do and what they love, or whether it's just inspiring somebody to, smile when they get out of bed in the morning. So she is the life of this music.
Where did you guys meet?
Facebook, of all places, believe it or
No
not.
way.
Yeah, I was the guy that slid into the DMs, but I was very respectful. I said, "Hey, how are you?" That's how the conversation started, and those 4 words changed the course of the rest of my life.
And I love you commented not long ago on Facebook about you were already a dad when you got married because she had some kids. We adopted our daughter. And I love when people focus that family is so much more than just biological.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of dad are you? I mean, I feel like I kind of know that because you seem like a big kid on all of the videos. And I feel like maybe I should send Destiny a gift or something. But,
Yeah, probably.
but what kind of dad children. Are you?
She's got 5 children, and one of them eats a lot more than the other 4. But no, I mean, I try to be I'm the sports dad. I'm the dad I've always got a guitar in somebody's hand. We're always around the house singing and carrying on. I'm the dad that's, Nerf gun wars or playing Batman in the middle of the day, but I'm also the dad that's, trying to turn on a movie for all of us to watch and passing out in the middle of the movie on the couch. So I'm all over the spectrum here. I'm the jack of all, master of none.
So this is the elusive question that there's never a good answer to. I don't have it. You have kids in sports, you have kids involved in things, and you have this music career. How do we balance?
As well as we can. I mean, the biggest thing is, that thankfully a lot of their sports take place during the week, and there's not a whole lot of weekend ventures. We had to do a little back and forth this past year when Brantley was playing football, but they decided to stick with baseball this year. So it makes it a little bit easier, but we just try to time manage as best we can. And we're making sure that, we're booking around not just our lives, but the kids' lives too, because I don't want to miss those moments. I don't want to be the guy that says, yeah, my son's doing great in baseball. I got a video of that the other day. Well, no, I was there for it. I was coaching it. That's what I want to be there for.
And they travel with you, right?
Yes, ma'am. Every chance I can.
Lord. Okay, let's end with music. When I was listening to it, I tried to be a little more discerning and I just kind of got caught up into it and listened to it. So if you had to pick an influence, because I hear all kinds of influences in your music, who would you pick?
Who? I don't know if it's a who so much as a when. And I know the term 90s country gets thrown around a lot, but I grew up in an age where my dad always played on certain instruments being in songs and certain sounds really being, acoustically pleasing to his ear, and it became something that I listened for a lot growing up. And in this album, that's where a lot of that is derived from 90s country and baritone guitars, steel guitars. You're hearing fiddle break in there. You're getting, some really well spread out harmonies. And I feel like it's acoustically all encompassing. You've got some that are very stripped back, some that are very much, they're hitting you in the face right from the get-go and making sure you know what the song's about, but others that are real, sensual and kind of pulling at the heartstrings.
New season or next step with this album? Because it's a big one. I mean, it's kind of a game changer. So
I feel like this is just a big next step. And it's one that we've been playing live for a while, actually. There's a lot of these songs that if anyone's come to a show, either on the end of the Step by Step tour or on any of this Hey Baby tour, they'll notice there's a lot of these songs that they've heard before and they didn't realize it because we didn't come out and say, hey, by the way, at the end of this year, we're going to be giving you all these in one, nice little neat bow. We just kind of put it out there, and it kind of helped me in the start while we had time to say, hey, people love this song. We played the song pretty for a while. And when I figured out people loved that, there was no way I wasn't going to cut it.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, last question. Tour plans for the fall and into next year.
We're going to finish out this leg of the Hey Baby tour. We've got plans to kind of, continue it on into the holidays. We don't do nearly as much big touring during the holidays. So we try to, give time for family and friends, especially with the kiddos, and they're getting Thanksgiving break, Christmas break, and we're soaking up those moments and memories, but getting ready to really hit the last leg of this Hey Baby tour with all we got and bring all these songs from this album out from city to city, crank them up loud. And hopefully we've got a few new fan favorites that we're getting to hear coming from the crowd back to us.
No doubt. Always good to see you, my friend. We're going to do this in person sometime.
Yes, ma'am. Looking forward to it.
Good to see you, Brandon. Thank you so much.